I can't see how much time I have. Maybe that's a good thing. Hold on. Oh, shut it. On the last video, I saw 10:13 and I was going to say something about my mom's birthday, but I didn't because I was like, well, that's not really what this is about right now. But then when I watched it back when I was going to edit it and upload it, I felt like my mom wanted to say something. So that is so interesting. And now it's telling me I have 10 minutes and 13 seconds. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, which is funny because every time I upload it, it's always like a second more. But anyway, I only have a short time. I have so much to say. I have so much I want to talk to you about. But at the same time, I'm like, I kind of feel like one thing at a time. So as you can hear, I'm playing my piano and I want to tell you the importance of 10 minutes a day. And very interestingly enough, I was drawn to this Christmas well, that too, movie that was called Just 5 More Minutes. It's a Hallmark movie, I believe. And anyway, long story short, her grandfather passes and she doesn't get to say goodbye. That's my chair, squeaky. And she's like, so she puts a wish out at Christmas and says, I wish I had 5 more minutes with you, Grandpa. Oh, I can't. I was like crying. And so interesting because, my mom died a month ago and I don't say that lightly, like, oh, she died a month ago. It's just, I've been mourning her death for a really long time. And so I have just been kind of waiting for her physical death to happen. It was a rough road. However, it's just like I imagined that. I mean, honestly, it's even better than I imagined. Like, I knew when she crossed over that I would know and we would talk and all that kind of good stuff, but it's just been unbelievable. So, in the last one I was talking about how sometimes you don't finish things. Sometimes you just, you do as much as you can. And I was trying to change this to make the lighting not whatever. I was like, I can shut the window. Like and they're like, no, because they're trying to show us, like, they're trying to let the light come in. A lot of us are still in shadow here or shadow there. Oh, my throat chakra is so tight. And they're like, let the light in, let the light in, right? And also, I want you to do something for 10 minutes a day that you love. If it feels like a chore, then don't do it. Because even if you love something, if you push yourself to do something that you love when you don't want to do it, sometimes it's growth and you step outside your comfort zone. Sometimes, like right now, it's a few days, after the full moon eclipse. This eclipse season is heavy. My throat chakra is so tight. And I realized, I woke up this morning and it was gloomy and kind of crappy outside. And I didn't really want to do anything. And then Ra came out. And once the light came in, I was like, oh, yeah. Okay, I guess I'll do things. And I used to joke and say that my husband's a solar toy. But I think we all are. I think there's something. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that because some people thrive in the shadow, in the darkness. But I digress. But what I want to say is that I think it's interesting that we are having this kind of like, it's like the old stuff keeps trying to come out, the dark stuff keeps trying to come out, and then it's like right when you like are on the brink of like feeling sad or like it's just gone too far, it's like all of a sudden the light pours in again and you're like, oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. And I think that's what they're trying to show us, is that we need to just get through it and stop talking about things and stop, just like getting through what we're in. We were all given chances, opportunities to go to different places, to be, whatever. And as I said in the last few videos, it's like wherever you are now is where you're supposed to be. But that doesn't mean you're going to stay there for long, especially the Sagittarius. I feel like the Sagittarius, I just saw this thing, Sagittarius, Gemini, Cancer, and Capricorn. It's like there's a lot of like big shift energy that is happening for us. And I'm feeling like this kind of shift from the shadow to the light, and it's making me see things so clearly. The things that I love, the things that I put off, the things that I stopped. For so many years, myself included, people are like, how come you're not, I thought you liked music, or I thought you were going to be an actor, I thought you were going to be a star, like whatever happened to that, and I was like, oh, I don't know, but But over the years, I realized it's because I was in training for what I am now, so that I can put out the music that I'm meant to put out. I could not put, I mean, I could have. I had free will to put out the music I wanted to put out, but it was, I just knew if I spoke about my life, it was just going to be bad for me. And the last time I saw my family all together in one place, I realized in that moment that things were, I just knew. And I remember coming back and talking to my partner and to my very dear friends and crying and saying, like, I don't think I'm ever going to see my family again. And it just broke my heart in a million pieces. But I've been picking up those pieces, and I have been growing and changing and evolving. And I tried to be all these different people for them, and it just was never going to be enough. And I knew that. And then once I started to really be myself, that's when things started to get really cool and really serious and really interesting. So when I got this piano, I was playing it a lot, and I was so into it, and I was writing songs, and things were coming out so easy. And then I hit this kind of rough patch, and it didn't feel good, and I didn't want to play. And then my mom died, and then I just couldn't play. Like I wasn't feeling it. And then yesterday I got this call. It was so crazy. You guys know I do the shuffle. If you ever watch my readings on the Magical Medium, the shorts, I just keep Pandora's Shuffle on. So whatever fucking comes out, comes out. And I got this like really strong like message about playing piano. And then like every song that came up after that was like a picture of a piano or something with piano in it or something. And I was like, okay, I get it. And then I pulled my piano out, and I ended up writing this really cool song yesterday. It was amazing. And then today they were like, play the piano. And I'm like, I don't really feel like it. And they're like, 10 minutes. They're like, just play for 10 minutes. If you don't want to play. And I was like, oh, because I have to I live in a tiny home, right? So I have to put this away and put that away. And it's like, so today I timed it. It took me a little over a minute to set it all up. So that excuse, went out the raspberry. I can't even do it. Like went out the door, right? And I was like, no excuses. And just a few minutes in, I was like, holy shit. And I wrote another fucking song in 10 minutes, at least the beginning of a song. And it's very exciting. So now I feel accomplished. Now it's like, I have all these other minutes in the day. What am I going to do? But I'm letting the light pour in. The shadow is still going to be there right now, right? Like I'm taking the shadow in. My mom's been showing me all this stuff. After the piano thing yesterday, when I started to set up, like 3 of my mom's songs like played in a row, and I wasn't even like talking about her, were like my, it was like the Matrix thing where you're just like, yeah, sure. I guess if we're plugged into the Matrix, I did it. And my mom, the character of my mom did it. You know what I mean? But whatever, either way, I was like, oh, crying because I need to release all of that energy of the pain and suffering. I held back being the artist that I was meant to be because I didn't want to hurt my mom, because I saw how much it hurt my mom. I saw how much it hurt my family, and I didn't want to hurt them. And even though they think I don't love them, I love them all more than they will ever, 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 ever conceptualize in their third dimensional matrix of like who they think I am, instead of seeing me for the fucking awesome angelic savant that I've always been, and being okay with it and being okay with who they are, but building me up, not tearing me down because they're jealous or tearing me down because they can't do it, so my mirror is too big for them. It's like no more. So it's like it's not like I'm coming for you, like with my music. No, but I am going to tell my stories. And, and I've been finding lately when I write, it's like, it could be about anything. It could be about a relationship. It could be about a family member. I don't like use names or anything. So, it's really about change and transformation and just all of what's happening. And so I just want you to allow yourself 10 minutes a day. And if you really don't want to do it, that's okay. Try again the next day, but it is practice. Practice does make perfect. It does make perfect. It does. And I noticed that when I kept at this song today and kept at it and yesterday I was recording my stuff so that I'm like, I don't want to forget it. I saw this interview with Taylor Swift, and she said, I know, what time is it? She said, I know, I'm about to get cut off. She said, I know a lot of my friends, I drive them crazy because she's like, they're in the middle of a conversation and it's nothing personal, but she'll get like a song and she's like, just give me a second. She's on her note thing and she's like, blah, 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 blah. So, sometimes you can just say to somebody, I'm not being a dick. I love you so much. Put a pin in that, you know? And if they're your true people, they'll understand, you know, because sometimes you'd be like, all right, I'm just going to cry over here for a second. Can you see? You know what I mean? Like, because that's true friendship. Anyway, be where you are. I'm about to get cut off. I love you so much. I'm going to keep doing these little things for you. Do what you love. Be where you are and make your life happy.